Well, good morning to day 2 of Big Times 2 Rev 2. I've got the front and the back all sanded down to the bare wood. Now I'm going to go ahead and take care of the edges, and then after I get those done, then we'll come back and we'll start removing the black. So here we go. We're still using the 150 grit on the DWE 6401 DS disc sander. All right. When you're using this DWE 6401 DS sander, you have to work on the edge. If you'll notice, this is the portion of the sanding disc that's gotten used away. You got to work on the edges, and you've got to figure out which side works best for you. I have found that if I work on the side closest to my handle, I get the smoothest finish. If I work over here, I get a little bit rougher finish if I work on this side. So I try to work on here when I can, and I'll do some light touch-ups here. But if I work on this side over here, it seems like I get a smoother finish. So when you get yours, play around with it and figure out which side works best for you. And again, remember, you can swap this handle to the other side, so left-handers can use it just as well as right-handers. But again, figure out which edge works best for you. It may be here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, but play around with some scrap woods first before you go to a finished board and figure out which one works best for you. So, all right, that's it for sanding on this board, except around the edges, and I'll do those by hand and with the finish sander when I get with my random orbital. When I get back to all this final sanding. So right now I'm going to go ahead and set up with my routers, and I'm going to start cleaning out the background. So hang on, I'll be back in just a little bit. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using, and I'll show this up close, this 3/4 inch diameter flat bottoming bit, and I'm going to set it to where it just barely touches the base. All I want to do is just take a skim cut off of the black and just remove it out of the way. This is going to go up close around all this stuff over here, but when I get up here close to the letters and stuff, I'll use another bit. So I'm going to use this and do a lot of the big stuff, and then I'll come back and I'll change bits, and I'll do the finished cleanup around all the letters and straightening them out and whatnot. So anyway, I'm gonna get after it, so I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see by the really fine hair-like shavings, I'm not taking a very deep cut. I'm going just deep enough to remove the black, and just a really light pass. So it may be at the most a 1/64 of an inch, but it's a very small light pass, and that's what I wanted to do. I want to go just deep enough to get it out. And obviously sanding with that big sander right there, everything's not exactly smooth all the way like it was when I first bought the board, but it's still going to work out. I'm going to be fine with it, and it's going to be good when I get through with it. So that's it for right now. I'm going to take a pause and go ahead and clean some things up, and then move on and get set up and do some more covering on it. So when I come back, I will show you this all completely carved away with the rough stuff, and then I'll show you the bit that I'm going to do with the cleanup right up to the edges and everything, and how I'm going to work that up. So I'll be back for the cleanup. All right, I've had several people ask me about my router bits and what I use for the flat bottom and fine detail. This is a 1/8 inch diameter 1/4 inch shank. It's a carbide end mill, and I have the same end mill in a 3/16 and a 5/16, and I buy these on Amazon. Yonico, I guess that's how you pronounce it. That's the number for the one that I'm fixing to use. Let me try to get that focused. There you go. It's a 1/4 inch shank diameter, 1/8 inch cut diameter, 1/2 inch cut length, 2 inch overall length, and it's 2 flute. It's solid carbide. That's what the SC is. And I buy those off of eBay, or excuse me, Amazon. So hang on, I'll get the other two out for you. All right, these are the other two that I have. They're both 1/4 inch shank diameter. One of them is a 3/16. This one, find it right there. That one is a 5/32. It's blocked out. I thought it was 5/16, but it's 5/32. But anyway, they're the same. Yonico and SC stands for solid carbide, but they both, all three of them work real well, and I've had no issues with them at all. So very happy with them. But that's what I use for close cleanup of my and flat bottom cleanups on my board. So I'll be right back. All right, what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be using the 1/8 inch, 1/8 inch that I showed you, and I'm going to clean out some of the bottom areas inside the fleur-de-lis over here. So let me get this set so I get just a little bit deeper, about right there, and that should give me some clean out. So here we go. Okay, what you're looking at right here is a piece that broke off, and so what I have done is I have created a little piece to stab in there, and I'm going to glue that with some CA glue, and so when it's all sprayed and done and cleared out, it'll look good. So one of the things that I need to do right now is I want to mark it where I want to cut it. So I want to cut it right across there. So I've got my marking. So right there, maybe part you ought to see with me blocking the sunlight and all, but right there is where I'm going to cut it. So I'm going to cut that off the camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got that cut down, and that's about as close as I care to cut it with a razor knife. I'll get this glued back in position, and then once it dries, I'll come back in with my router, and I can machine it down flush, and then I can recoat and or curve it and kind of clean it up. So now I'm going to glue that in with some CA glue, and then we'll see how the repair goes. All right, I'm going to use the Starbond thick filler, and I think I'm going to apply the CA glue to the shim. Come on. Oh, I guess my tip's clogged up, but it's open on the side. I'm gonna get it all over me, I know I would. Oop. Got a lot of it dripped out. It opened up. All right, so now, go ahead and shoot some accelerator in there. And I'm sticking to it. So, okay, got a new accelerator. All right, so that will let that dry, and it'll be, it's already there. That's the beauty of that CA glue. Okay, this is going to be a wrap for Big Times 2 version 2 video number 2. Lots of 2s flying across. But anyway, if you would hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and you might as well ring that bell so you get notified whenever I post more videos. And if you would, please share my channel and my videos with your family and friends. I'd really appreciate that a lot. And lastly, don't forget to leave me some comments and questions, and I'll be glad to answer them. I take every one of them to heart. They mean the world to me that you've taken a moment to watch the videos and comment to them. And so I don't take them lightly. I appreciate your input, your questions, and anything I can do to help. So, so this is a wrap for Big Times 2, version 2, video 2. I will see y'all tomorrow. Thanks.